So you want to ditch your controller and become a mouse and keyboard legend? Here are 3 tips on how to transition.
Tip número 1.
So when it comes to keybinds can make your transition to mouse and keyboard a heck of a lot better. So switching your keybinds, you can switch where your speed, where your running is, or where you shoot or you reload. A little tip I usually use, especially playing Fortnite, don't forget you also, if your mouse has any buttons on them, you can use those as keybinds, switch them. So what I usually do for sprint, instead of using shift, I use my keybind up here. The button up here is for sprinting, as well as for reloading. I change it to this keybind over here. So that makes it faster and easier for me to reload and sprint instead of using the shift. If you like using the shift, you could always keep the shift, but that's just some examples of changing your keybinds up. Definitely makes it more comfortable for you when you're playing as well, and might give you even an edge up on the game as well.
Tip number 2.
So tip number 2 is keyboard placement. A lot of people might just have it straight like this, but what I usually like to do is I like to diagonalize mine like this. For some reason it's just a lot better for my wrist right here, and it's just a lot more comfortable. So making that transition to keyboard and mouse, you always want to be comfortable, because when you're not comfortable you'll just start, getting angry or annoyed. So make sure keyboard placement, make it to your liking. You like it this way, sideways. If you're like really up close to your monitor, maybe this way would be a better way for you as well. Also, with the keyboard, maybe even a smaller keyboard might help you out. I used to have this big old one that had unnecessary stuff to it, so I actually went down to a smaller keyboard, and that gave my mouse a lot more room for me to move around as well. So definitely keyboard placement is number 2.
Tip number 3.
And so tip number 3 is actually just playing any games that involve crafting or have an imminent threat. Some good games I started playing with mouse and keyboard was The Forest, where you could build and craft, as well as you had that threat of these creepy creatures coming at you. So you were actually able to, craft weapons to use. Another good game I learned how I got comfortable with mouse and keyboard was Green Hell, another crafting and building game and survival game where you needed to, watch your thirst, your hunger, all that kinds of stuff. So definitely those games are games that will get you to use most of your different types of keys. R, Q, T, I, M for the map, all that kinds of stuff. So those games will force you kind of to use more and more of those keys. Well guys, those are the last 3 tips. If these tips helped you out, hit that like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what tip helped you out the most. If the tips didn't help you, then I don't give a crap. But another thing is keep your controller just in case. I still use I still use my controller for certain games, especially like the Soul Likes game. For some reason it's just better on a controller. That's just me. Hope you guys have a good one. Stay blessed.